Welcome to WesternSlopeNow.com. Meteorologist Russ Pappas here. So, yeah, it's been rainy throughout the day. That is something that you already knew was going to happen. And this will continue through at least as we approach the midnight hour. So I'm thinking 10 p.m., 11 p.m. We'll still have rain recorded, but it's thereafter that we'll start transitioning over to that rain-snow mix. But really, I'm focusing on snowfall for Grand Junction and for Montrose, like at the 4, the 5, and the 6, and the 7 a.m. hour. You can see I left the raindrops on the tower cam for you. So visibility is obscured. You can't even see the east end of the Grand Valley. As far as rain totals go, we do have a record in the books for Grand Junction of about 1/4 of an inch. We are seeing rain now. We will continue to see rain, mostly light, but occasionally we'll see some moderate rainfall. As far as totals go so far for the day, we're slowly creeping up there, and this is helpful because we do have rain deficits greater than 3/4 of an inch between Montrose and Grand Junction. We're just too mild for anything other than the rain. We're in the low 40s right now. As far as high temperatures go, it's only 4 o'clock. Even though the sun goes down at 4:50, I think we've pretty much achieved our high temperature for the day, and you can say goodbye to these seasonal temperatures. Average high for Grand Junction is about 40. Average high for Montrose is about 40. Once we get into Friday afternoon, we're going to go colder. We have a cold front that's also a part of this winter storm system. And as that cold front swings through tonight, through tomorrow morning, obviously the cold air behind it will inflict a big blow to our afternoon temperatures. So we're going to go well below the average for what is considered the norm for this time of the year. But also, you're going to feel the wind later tonight. We don't have much of a wind right now. We're going with a light breeze throughout the day, not a whole lot of wind gusts. Some 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts were recorded over Monarch Pass last night, and that's just the start. Montrose has picked up, and Glenwood Springs, right around the 25-mile-per-hour gust zone, but I expect more wind, especially after sunset tonight. That's when we're going to get breezy, and then we'll get gusty towards the midnight hour. Between midnight and 3 a.m., I think you're going to hear that wind also, and you'll have some blowing snow, and that creates some problems for drivers. So if you have to drive or travel tonight, I'm going to recommend avoiding that altogether. If you can postpone your travel, please do so. With the wind, you have lowered visibility, you have blowing snow, or you're going to have some icy spots, some snow-packed spots. Let the snowplows do their jobs, both in the city and on the federal roadways, state roadways as well. I also wanted to point out this is a big weekend. The weekend itself is going to be sunny and dry and cold. And a lot of people are going to get out and want to recreate. And just remember that these high elevated sites, the Uncompahgre, the San Juans, the Elks, the West Elks, the Gore, and mountains to our north, the Elk and the Park Mountains, these are all under an avalanche warning as well. And that's going to continue through Saturday. And this is going to be a serious situation as far as slides go. So please know before you go. That's the Colorado Avalanche and Information Center's motto. And I'm going to share that with you repeatedly throughout the winter. Still have winter storm warnings for all areas, whether it's blue or pink. Nothing has changed there. Nothing has changed with the winter weather advisory. Though I will say we did get a winter weather advisory for the Tibet corridor as opposed to an upgrade from the storm watch, which that just means we're going to get snow along the I-70 corridor. We're also going to get snow in these lower elevations, Grand Junction, Delta, Montrose, but we don't have any advisories in place, watches or warnings, but please just be careful. Friday morning is going to be pretty slick and kind of messy for your morning commute, so maybe just show up late for work, show up late for school. No one's going to fault you. This is the first big storm of the season, and as such, we are expecting some delays. Local delays. Now, on the interstates, there's going to be some accidents. There's going to be some closures. You're looking at the stretch from DeBeck all the way into Vail. I anticipate anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow to fall there. In fact, let's look at some of these projections because we are expecting snow in these lower elevations, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is the first storm of the season. This is what we've been waiting for, and this is what we're going to get. So with that being the case, just be prepared along the I-70 corridor. Be prepared locally along the Highway 50 corridor. Up and over mountain passes, it is going to be complicated, so please use your best judgment, exercise caution. We continue with rain Friday night, Friday evening. Right around midnight, that's when we get that transition. That's when the cold front starts to approach our area, the I-70 area, and it swings through. You're going to hear the wind, you're going to have lowered visibility, and that's when we get that changeover to snow where it was previously raining at the elevations of 5,000, 6,000 feet. That's Grand Junction and Montrose. Higher than that, it's still going to be snowing, and it's going to continue to snow off and on. Now watch what happens. Friday morning, you think we're done. Breakfast number one, done. Breakfast number 2, just getting started. But with this northerly flow, the northerly influence on the backside of this cold front, we still will have some scattered showers popping up in the afternoon. So not exactly done, and we still see some light flurries around Grand Junction and Montrose, even in the early afternoon hours. But by Friday night, we go clear. By Saturday, we certainly will see more sunshine. And then getting into the afternoon of the weekends, we'll go drier. Now, significantly colder temperatures are anticipated Friday and Saturday. We get back to more normal averages Sunday, Monday, and then we exceed those averages into Tuesday. So we are going to get some light snow for Grand Junction. I'm looking at about an inch. I haven't really changed horses midstream. I'm going to hold it. We should come under an inch. The snowfall record's 3.5, 3.8 exactly. We're not going to get there, but that's just a little bit of, stats to share with you. Montrose should be better than an inch, but not greater than 3 inches, I don't think. That's, of course, the higher up in Montrose County you go, the mountain communities, Paonia, Hotchkiss, Cedar Edge, even in Mesa County, Colburn, Mesa, these areas are going to pick up some snow, anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, and some of those areas are under the winter storm warning. So the weekend, enjoy it. Just brace for a very cold start for each of the weekend mornings. Dry afternoons. So if you get out and exercise, get out and have some fun, recreate. Just remember that avalanche warning in those slide-prone areas, the incline, and traveling through the mountain zones to see the Wonderland. Give yourself plenty of room. Let people know where you're going, and make sure you're prepared for delays or lengthy stopovers, if you will.